Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Farming Valley. So, I have a little bit of a surprise for you guys. You'll notice I'm not wearing a helmet, that's because it broke. It is actually winter of the 28th. I did a bit of stuff off camera, just kind of redundant stuff, and it took forever. Actually, I probably need to sleep here in a minute. Stuff that we've done before, I went ahead and did. You'll notice we have 150,000 gold. I did spend a lot of gold between episodes. First up, our Maddock broke, and I bought another one. That was 50,000 right there, and then I actually broke that one. I cleared away this mountain, and I decided to just do it off camera because, yeah, it took a while. And I actually have this raised, and funny story, I dug this out, right, and I'd been meaning to make this a raised section of the farm, and I dug it out, and I dug everything up, and I put the dirt down, and then realized, oh yeah, I was wanting to make this a raised section, so then I had to add another layer of dirt on top of that, so I ended up spending like an extra day there, just replacing what I'd already placed. To get the dirt back down. Also, our sword, it was weird. It didn't break. It still had a little bit of durability, and I didn't even attack anything with it. I was just mining, and a zombie came up behind me and hit me, and my sword vanished. Like, just, it was gone. So I just crafted an iron sword because I wasn't quite level 30 at the time, and I wanted to enchant the sword that we got, so I was just like, meh, I'll just make an iron one. Also, before I did that, in fact, and actually, I need to run to the blacksmith because he's probably done with the tool. You'll notice that our golden hoe is done. Also, I got our watering can upgraded. And I did a bit of mining. You'll notice the silver hammer is at 64% experience. I finished working on your copper axe. Okay. Good. I want to get him doing another tool. I did a bit of mining. We're actually fairly close to the bottom of that layer of the mine. And we've got 37 gold ore because we didn't really have any gold ore to do any more upgrades. So I did go ahead and I'm going to have to repair that first. That's fine. I don't need a sickle the first day of spring. Oh, but yeah, I was after last episode, I was looking at the day of, the season and everything. I was like, man, we still haven't put our farm plot in. And we haven't, I had to go get gold because I wasn't running tools like the whole time that we were speed building last episode. Okay, that'll be done tomorrow. So I'll be able to get that upgraded. I wasn't really upgrading tools. It kind of slipped my mind. Between last episode, or during last episode, so I had to get that up and going. So I had to do a bit of mining there. And also the axe, it's just now copper level. I hadn't been using it, and I got to thinking, I was curious if upgrading it would be worth it for like cutting down trees, because we hadn't really messed around with it. I'm going to sleep because I want to go test it now that it's copper level and see if it mines very good. Also, Granny Catlin is open on Monday, so I would like to go visit her. Oh, let's see. First up, basically the back end of this this season, I actually want to just do some progress things. We need to get chunk loaders because our farm's reached a point where it's too large to where if I sleep, it's going to be everything's going to be off if I don't put chunk loaders in this episode. So that is one thing that I definitely want to do. Let me pop over here. I'm going to enchant this, and I want to take you guys back to the back end of the farm. I did go ahead and add in some of our powered lanterns and lit that up so that mobs won't be spawning. I mean, actual light I have not done. Forgot for a second what I was over here doing. Oh, I do actually have a diamond sword here. That one's there for checking enchants, but Sharpness 3, I will take that. And we got Soul Stealer 3 and Knockback 2. That's good. That is good. And actually, speaking of Soul Stealer, I'm curious. We might start doing a Soul Shards thing today. Not actually set up a spawner, but actually start leveling a Soul Shard. Because the spawners are 1,000,000 gold. That knockback is actually kind of nice. Well, let's head back to the back end of the farm. Oh, and the rest of my money. I bought a new bed. I also bought some monster balls to try to get those people out of the nether. So hopefully that'll work. But we'll see. And then I had to buy, hey, Enderman, come here. Come here, I'll take you. I wouldn't have minded getting looting. That would have been kind of handy. But that's fine. No ender pearl. Okay. But yeah, I put a powered lantern there, and I put a powered lantern there. Okay, so this is somewhat lit up. Also, I cut down that big tree that was kind of hovering up over that. I was wanting to get the top of that done this season, as well as work on the house some, but I just don't think it's going to happen, because we have like a day before the end of the season. But the rest of my money, I bought 9 sprinklers. Okay, and I actually bought one more than I meant to, because over here, in this farm plot, it is going to be the very center of it, kind of like over there where we have the windmill. The very center of this is actually going to be not crops. I'm going to put a tree here and maybe do like a little pond of water and some little things like that in the center. So instead of it just being, you know, flat, empty farmland, I did want to do some variation there. So anyways, I'm going to get this sprinkler put in. Let's see, 1, 2. So our 8 sprinklers are put down, and actually this other one, now that I think about it, one thing we could do, and I guess I'm going to go ahead and do it. Over here where we had the grass planted each year, I'm going to go ahead and put a sprinkler into here, because this is eventually just going to be a wheat field anyways. So we'll just put that right in there. So all 3 of these fields are full sprinklers. So I will still plant grass next year, but I mean, really, I could plant the grass like more like over here or something, like temporarily, until we have like a dedicated grass field, instead of wasting an actual farm plot with it, since we have a sprinkler in that spot now, which is what I might do. But anyways, our axe, or our sickle, should be done. I'm going to go grab that, and I'm going to get him upgrading it to gold. That's going to cover the majority of our tools that we use a lot. I do want to get the hammer upgraded, but like I said, it's only at 64% right now. So, chat, I finished working on your silver sickle, then we'll just give it back to him. This I can do. Please come back. Okay. So we'll have a gold sickle, gold watering can, and golden hoe for spraying, and then I'll try to get the hammer leveled up as time allows, and then we'll have that as well. Okay, now what I want to do first off today, we're going to do some stuff around the farm, because we do have some progression kind of stuff that I want to work on. The first thing is the world spikes. I want to get some of these. And there's the, see, the admin one we can't craft. There's the passive one. There's one in particular that I want. Will not load them at world load. It's the, I think, standard is the one. Loads a 3x3 area of chunks at world load. Keeps them loaded. May require fuel depending on config settings. Well, I have config set so that it doesn't require fuel. Okay, so we're going to need ender pearls. I'm going to craft... Actually, one thing I'm curious about here. I want to see exactly how the chunks are laid out in our farm. Does F9 not work on here? Okay, it looks like our farms are like 2 chunks. Like 2x2. Because that's the fence. That's the fence. Is this border... Let me see something here. Well, I guess technically there's going to be that empty space there. And I was looking at F3 because you can look at it there as well. But there's going to be an empty space right there. So, yeah, this will be part of this chunk. Then we'll have this chunk. So a 3x3 is actually going to cover more than enough. So if I put the chunk loader like right there, it's going to load like all of this here. And then do like another chunk loader, you know. And we'll just keep these farm plots chunk loaded. So I think if we were to craft like 3 chunk loaders, we could cover the entire farm. And I think that'll be good. Let's see, how many ender pearls? We have 4. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take 3 of these. And then we've actually got just pretty much just enough obsidian here. And then we'll get our 3 chunk loaders. Okay. So we'll get this stuff chunk loaded, and that way we don't have to worry about the crops. Hopefully it will keep us from that thing that we had at the end of last year, where the crops got kind of off kilter and all messed up and stuff. So I'm hoping so. And what I'm going to do, let's see, we'll put the first one in right in here. And if we were to look here, okay, this is going to load these chunks right here, which will be great. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go, like, we'll just dig down into the ground. We'll put a chunk loader right there, and I'm actually going to mark it. I'm going to say, chunk loader here. And I'll turn that off, but that way we'll know where our chunk loaders are at. Like there's one right there. If we look right here, you could see, we can kind of just look and say, okay, those 3 are loaded. So then what we'll do is we'll come over, should be inside of this farm plot where our next one will be, I think, right? Well, that's loaded, so no, it'll be right in here. Yeah, like right here, it's going to load these chunks. So we'll just kind of burrow into the ground here, and that way, whenever we're away, I don't have to worry about our crops messing up either, which will be good. So we'll mark this one, we'll say new chunk loader here. So now we know these 9 chunks are loaded, these 9 chunks are loaded, and there's still the front of the farm here. I'm going to load that. So we'll have to come over to this little area. I guess would be the best place to do it. Yeah, and we'll put a chunk loader right down in here. I'm trying to keep them kind of centered just so it's easier to find them. And we'll say new chunk loader here. Alright, so we've got 27 chunks that are loaded. It's basically from here all the way over to here. Like this big box through here. I mean, eventually I'm going to have to get other stuff loaded across the farm, especially like the factory area, but at least now the farms are loaded. So that way we don't have to worry about being away and then, you know, maybe being away from the farm, like whenever we go to the end or something like that. We don't have to worry about the crops messing up, or, you know, if I sleep too far away. That's happened quite a few times as our farm expands, especially like up at the factory. If I sleep when I'm up at the factory, then the crops aren't going to pass a day. So, and you know, that's a problem. So now at least we'll have that stuff covered. So it's rotten flesh. I did have to craft an upgrade for dirt. I crafted an emerald, which is like all of our emeralds. Probably not the best idea, but that's okay. We need to get a lot more dirt storage since there's no like compressed dirt in this pack. Okay, and another thing I would like to do is let's go ahead and get ourselves just wooden storage crates. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. For right now, this is something I've been wanting to do for a bit, and I think it's about time that we do it. Let me grab all the seeds that are in here, and I've got some over at the house as well. And then I also want to get just some signs. I don't think I have any made up, do I? There we go. I'll get the stuff together to make some signs, and we'll do that. 3 of those will be fine for right now, yeah. Because I just want to label the seasons more than anything. And then one's going to be like general purpose tools that go in there. So, because we've got bags of seeds like all over the place, and I kind of want to consolidate those and get them out of these like just chests all over the place. Because I actually need to work on sorting stuff out. Hey, Enderman! Enderman! Alright, I need to get off the bicycle. Combat on the bicycle is actually handy for certain things like skeletons. Ooh, enderpearl. But not so handy. Yeah, see, this chest is a mess. I need to get that all sorted. Hey, is that a... I'll throw this on for right now. Since I'm not wearing a headpiece, I do need to get another one of those here fairly soon, because those give me night vision. Those that I don't know what it was called, something headpiece. So I'm thinking we're gonna have the stuff sorted just along this wall here. So we'll just put that right there for right now. It's probably gonna get moved because I kind of want to put it in like a little shelving unit. But for right now, this way I can get this stuff out of here. Whoops. We'll go, we'll just put like spring, and we may actually change these signs too to something a little bit more fancy, but, and then we'll do summer, fall. And then stuff that's general purpose, if I buy like wheat seeds or industrial hemp, I don't know, I may actually make another one that's like, I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. So all these spring seeds, we've got turnips, we've got cucumbers, strawberries. We'll just dump them into there. Summer, we've got watermelon. Is that really the only summer seed that we've got? I guess. And then fall, we've got these. Unless I put them somewhere else, which is possible. I'm going to pop over there and look. Really, really quick. And actually, I need to dump this stuff out as well. Let me do that real quick. I kind of left it in there because I was going to... That way you guys could see what all I pulled out of the mine in that time. There was a little bit more gold than that, but I used it, you know, for upgrading. Okay, we are actually capped on copper. We've got our 4 stacks of copper right now. So I'm just going to sell that leftover copper. And it won't be long before we have our 4 stacks of silver. I mean, like I said, we really don't have to build up that big of a buffer. But I'm just kind of doing it for fun. Like, for the sake of doing it, really. So I'll just dump that into there. We'll get that sold. That's going to give us a little bit of extra money coming in. Alright, and then the next thing that I want to do is I want to get the clayconia. That is kind of a major thing for us at this point. The clayconia is 2 light gray. Oh yeah, we're going to have to get into runes a little bit, which we've already got the runic altar. Is this? Yeah, it's bound. Okay. I didn't see that little thing there. Mana powder, mana steel. We're going to need stone, block of coal, and mushroom. Where's my thing here? And then we're also going to need light gray, gray, and cyan, which I don't have. I've got light gray, but I do not have light gray, or I do not have cyan and gray. So we're going to have to craft ourselves some floral fertilizer first. And that is standard, just 4 dyes and bone meal. Okay. Oh, actually on the topic of mushrooms, do I even have any mushrooms? Am I even going to be able to craft Rune of the Earth? I'm not seeing any. Oh no, that's not good. I'm just going to change that over by hand. I can run it through the crusher, but I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, we're going to... Oh, there's the rest of the seeds. Those are spring. Potato and turnip. I still don't have any more summer seeds, really? Okay. That's fine. I did not do a good job of stocking up in summer, it looks like. Okay, so the fact that we need a mushroom is going to be a pain, I think. Oops, wrong area. Okay, let's get ourselves some of these light gray petals. And I'm just going to bone meal these, and we'll break them with the shears. And I'll use those to make more... Did I have a pair of shears? Okay, I didn't think I did, but... Alright, we'll get those. And let me do just a few more here. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. Let's get some floral fertilizer. Kind of... Oh, wait. Whoops. Forgot to turn it into dye. Let's do that. And I'm just going to go ahead and do 20 of it. And then we'll get 5 floral fertilizers. Hopefully we get the colors that we're looking for from this. I hope so. So I'm just going to, let's see, I'm going to put this down right over here. There is light gray again. There's gray. Okay, so we did get that one. Now we're just looking for cyan? Or was it light blue? Let's see, the clayconia. Yeah, it's cyan. Ugh. Last chance. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, let me go put these away. Because I want to make sure that all the drawers are configured for the flowers that we want in them. And I'm actually going to run these bones through the crusher. Since it's taking more than like a couple attempts to get this. Okay, doesn't look like... There we go. There's a cyan flower. Okay. Okay, as far as finding a brown mushroom, though, that's going to be... Let's see, the village is off in this direction. The quarried stone... Let me actually check something here. Well, actually, I should probably sleep, right? It's nighttime. Yeah, let's go ahead and sleep, and we're going to start the first day of spring. We'll get everything planted, and then we'll see about... maybe going and finding a brown mushroom so we can get a clayconia in this episode. I'm hoping that over around those redwoods they would have it. By the way, I fixed the sign. I noticed I put it. I hadn't brought the text down. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Spring first of what is this, year 4? I think. Oh man, I think it is. Yeah. Okay, let's test out our golden hoe. And I'm kind of excited about this thing. Right click to charge it up. copper level, silver level, gold level. Okay, it's a 1x4 is what it is. Okay. So I need to go, how's this gonna work? Forward? Yeah. Okay. And I need to come out, yeah, one more over here. That's not too bad. I just feel like look at my hunger. I mean, it's annihilating my hunger. I feel like these tools should use a lot less hunger whenever you upgrade them. Because it really doesn't seem to affect your hunger. Like, it's not the same across the board, like, per strike. So, yeah, you get to dig stuff out faster, but at the same time, honestly, I almost think it takes more hunger with the higher ranked tools. It's faster, but you have to eat more often. Yeah, this, like, the hunger off that, like, I don't feel like it should be that high. Because I almost feel like there's not a whole lot of... I mean, yeah, it does make it faster, which is nice. But it doesn't make it any more easy to, like, to do things in this pack. There we go. Okay, so this is all laid out. Let me... So we've got, this is all the spring seeds, right? Turnip, cucumber, potatoes, strawberry. Let's run by the store real quick. I want to see, oh, I didn't do that back spot. I need to do that too. She's not open on Wednesdays. Cool. That's good. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm just going to plant, actually I can look it up in here. There's some seeds though we've never gotten access to, like, well, there's netherwort seeds. Potato seeds. We've never gotten cabbage. Yeah, it looks like the ones we've got, though, are all of them for right now. Yeah, see, we've never gotten cabbage, and I don't know where to get netherwort seeds, either. Like, who has those things? Okay, I'm just going to try to get everything hoed. I'm working on the second field right now. I'm going to try to get everything hoed and then get to planting, I guess. Well, I got to get all the water turned on, and then we'll try to get everything planted. So, give me just a bit. This is going to take a while, because I'm having to go and make food and get food and stuff in between each little bit of hoeing the ground. Like, honestly, I think it's going to get to the point where it's better just to keep your farms running year-round so that you don't have to hoe the ground ever again. Because, like, this is tough. This is very, very tough. Okay, I'll be back once I get this stuff all sorted. Actually, you know what? The cafe. The cafe is the place to go today, I think. Like, I went and I made some vegetable juice, and I've got my berry medleys, and I did, like, some sashimi. But, I mean, I'm going through food so fast that it's just not enough. And the cafe, I think, has some really good foods, and it's not terribly expensive for us. No, I don't want you, Granny Cat. Let me move out of my way. Okay, she's got salads, cookies, pineapple juice, and baked corn. Let's get, like, I don't know, 10 of those. We'll get, like, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm just going to get like 10 of everything at this point. What do they give a lot of saturation. Cookies do. Pineapple juice, look at that saturation on that. And then salad. I mean, these foods are okay. I really should have prepped some food. I did make food between episodes, but I ate it all. Because I was trying to cut down that mountain and ended up going through like everything. But yeah, this saturation will be perfect for today. It will be quite handy. So anyways, I'm going to get back to this. I'm going to try to get everything hoed, get the sprinklers turned on, and then we'll try to get everything planted. So I think this hoe should have enough durability to get through the day, I think. So I'll be back in just a bit. Okay, I just finished planting everything. It's 5:30 a.m. So it's just about to be the next day. You can see that our seeds, that's all we have left. 4 bags of seeds from all that stuff that I had. This is turnips, this little patch right here. Most of this field is all cucumbers, except for that one little patch of turnips that I had left over. And then over here, we've got turnips, lots and lots of turnips. And then we've got some potatoes right around there in that L shape. And then over here, we've got strawberries. This entire thing is strawberries. So we'll have a lot of stuff coming in. Harvest days are going to be big. But I'm going to make sure and keep all of our sprinklers on the same routine. So whenever we change over sprinklers, it's just going to be like a day activity instead of having to do it, like, instead of having to check all the sprinklers each day, we can just, okay, the sprinklers are out today, let's go through and change all of them. So that'll definitely make our lives a little bit easier. And I didn't plant any wheat or industrial hemp or grass or anything like that. I actually think I may not this year. I may just leave that alone because, I mean, we've got plenty of grass. I did kind of want to replant wheat, but since she wasn't open on the first day of spring, I said, whatever. So if I'm not going to have it growing in spring, there's really not a reason. Or wait, wheat's the one we replant. I might plant wheat in summer, actually. Grass and industrial hemp, I'm not going to worry about this year. We've got plenty to carry us through, and I don't really need it. So, anyways, I think we are going to strike out and see if we can find ourselves a brown mushroom. Okay, I went over and I took care of the animals real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and turn that thing on. And let's go up here. And we'll just fly over to the redwood area. And I actually should have put that thing on the hotbar so I could see the durability. Hopefully it'll be okay. I hope so. So I think maybe the redwood, because you know, brown mushrooms, you can actually find them underground. But nothing comes to mind as to where I would have spotted them before. And then I know at least in some packs you can find them in the nether. I'm not 100% sure if that's all the time though. I don't play a whole lot of vanilla, so I'm not for sure. But I know like shaded biomes, like spruce and stuff like that, you tend to be able to find them pretty quickly. And so I'm hoping... Wow, that's a lot of damage. Alright. I'm hoping that we can find them out here. And I tell you what, one thing I am going to do, I'm going to mark this, and I'm going to call it... Actually, that was perfect. Redwood Forest. And... Oh, I can't store anymore. I may have to get another ender book. Okay. Well, whatever. That's fine. Let me see if I can find some, and all these birds' nests. You can see where I didn't pick all of them up before. There's red mushrooms. I'm gonna go ahead and grab those. At least a few of them. There's 5. Still no brown mushrooms yet, though. But we should be able to find some here. If red mushrooms are growing here, there should be brown ones around here somewhere. I'm going to fall in that. Okay, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let me toss that down. I'm going to grab a few of these since we need them. We'll try to set up a farm for these, which we'll need to get mycelium. I'll just see if I can find some. I mean, there is the method where you can actually spread the mushrooms, but they're so nerfed like these days. Like they've nerfed it so much. So I don't know. Oh, what is this? Some kind of a tower structure over here. I want to go take a look at this real quick. Plus, I'm kind of keeping an eye out for more brown mushrooms, so... Where do I enter this place? Looks like here. Yeah, okay. Let's grab our bicycle. Oh, there's a mob spawner in here. Let me... dig our way into here. Yeah, this axe doesn't really feel any faster. Like after upgrading it. Yep, zombie spawner. And if we head on up, there's a chest with nothing in it. Okay. Well, there we go. I actually remember those towers because we ran into them. I think it was on Sprout. And I believe there was another pack that I was testing and ran into those where it's just like a tower and then there's like nothing at the top. Okay, well let's warp back home. We're going to warp to the storage building. I need to dump off all this stuff. I'm going to add mushrooms in somewheres. And I'm just going to put them into here like... brown mushroom, red mushroom, and then I need to empty out all these birds' nests. Blaze powder. Haven't actually been... I got a lot of bird's nests between episodes, but I haven't been getting a whole lot of blaze powder out of them. It's like not terribly common. Okay, so we've got our brown mushroom. And can you not use red? I'm thinking that you can use red for that too. Like brown or red works. No, maybe not. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to need a piece of gunpowder. We're going to need a piece of iron. And then we're going... Oh yeah, coal block. Almost forgot about that. Regular coal. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab like another stack of coal because I need to get more coal coke going. And then we're going to need a piece of smooth stone. And we should be all set. We can get our clayconia today. So, and at least spring has started. I was actually I was looking forward to spring starting, but I was also kind of dreading spring starting. So, just because of how much we had to hoe the ground. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Smooth stone, coal block, and then we need our mana steel, mana powder. What? Oh, you know what? Forgot that alchemy catalyst was down there. Let me move that. And did it just like eat my iron or did it go into here? Okay, there we go. We got mana steel anyways. Let me go get another piece of gunpowder. And then we're also going to need gray flour and cyan flour. Gunpowder. Okay. So, gunpowder. There we go. And we'll add mana steel and... Where did the mana powder go? Did it go into here? Yes, it does, apparently. Alright, that is running. And then I'm going to need 2 light gray petals, a gray, and a cyan. So I'm just going to break these down. And we'll dump one of those into there. And then I need 2 light gray. Oh yeah, I need a seed. Well, go ahead and dump this stuff in there. That. And we'll get our wand of the forest. And let me get a seed and a piece of living rock. And we'll drop the living rock on there. There we go. Drop pop candy achievement. Is that the first rune we've made? I think we made the runic altar, but we didn't actually use it yet. And then we'll throw that in there, and then our seed. And there we go. There's our clayconia. Okay. So now, I don't think this thing consumes mana unless it's doing something, if I recall. So we'll just put this down like... Oh. There was sand beneath this, so we just got 26 clay right there. That works. I will take it. I will definitely take it. We're going to have to automate that. I've got 19 sand. Well, I'm going to go ahead and convert all of it. And then I'll get more. I'll go to the desert once I get a Madoc. Yeah, she's open tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll pick up a Madoc. And I also want to go pick up some more seeds. Because whenever our seeds grow, I mean, we're... Oh, yeah, I've got to put it down, don't I? There we go. There's 45 clay from that. So that'll kind of help solve our clay problem. I mean, I'm still mining it whenever I go out mining, and I actually found quite a bit between episodes. But, I mean, we go through so much clay. Like, yeah, I've got 6 stacks right now. So almost 7 stacks. So, I mean, I did find some... Well, it wasn't mining. It was clearing out that little area over there. There was some, like, right below the ground. I mined some iron, and it was, like, right underneath it. So... Oh, but yeah, that'll at least help. I mean, 1 sand block, it's not terrible to gather up in the desert, especially with a Madoc, so it's not too bad. And actually, now that I think about it, there is a spot in, like, right here, clay. Where is that at? Because I remember there was a lot of clay, and I marked it. Okay, it's right over there. Okay, it's right up near towards the world spawn. So I may go over there and mine up that clay. At some point as well. But either way, that clayconia will definitely help. It doesn't use up a whole lot of mana either. Like, it converts pretty cheaply. And then later on, we will, in the future, in the future at some point, we will set up a full cobbleworks using Botania, which is very, very possible to do. There we go. Empty that out. Kind of like what we did on Sprout, actually. Oh, I need more iron. That's fine. And I've actually got 20 steel plates. I've been kind of getting that stuff built up, but we will do a full cobbleworks, and we will include the clayconia into that, so that we always have clay on hand. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but we have to get farther in Britannia and kind of build up on Britannia a bit, so we may start working on that this year. But I do want to do a lot of tech this year as well. So tech, Britannia, and building will be our primary concerns, I think. I do believe so. So actually, I know I'm about out of iron in here, but you know what I've got? Over here in the furnace area, I've got a bunch of stuff that was smelting up from the crusher, where it just kind of been building up. Yeah, see, there's 64, 64, 64, 64, 64, 64, and then this one has gold in it. And we're level 30, so I can enchant something again. But probably in the next, maybe next episode, actually, I'm going to go down to the mines. At some point, I'm going to get a little bit more obsidian, like one more piece. And I want to get a chunk loader for this room. So this will run all the time, because a lot of times this isn't running. That was a lot of the issue that I ran into last episode. So, yeah. I definitely want to get that running a bit more steady for us. And let me actually pop over here. I want to see what the enchants are right now on the sword. Unbreaking. 3. Do I want to do that? Because I am kind of looking for a looting sword. It could have looting on it, so yeah, let's do it. Might as well. Oh. Whoops. Or I could enchant a book, but we're still a little ways from Unbreaking 3 and Smite 4. Okay, that's not terrible. I'm going to store it in here. Yeah. I'm actually really happy with that sword. So. But anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode, so I am going to end this one out here. Next episode, we will be working on one of our projects. Okay, I'm kind of glad that spring is here because now we've got money coming in. We're honestly at the point, I'm going to go stock up on seeds. I'm expecting that to be probably around 40,000 gold. Something like that, and I need to get a new Maddock. And I would like to enchant said Maddock as soon as I hit 30 levels again. So, actually, I probably should have waited to enchant, but that's fine. So I am going to stock up on seeds. Depending on where we're at on money, I might make an apiary. We'll see. So, but there won't be as big of a day gap between this episode and next as last episode, right? Because last episode was a major day gap. So we'll get back on track. Next episode, we might do some speed building on the house. We might do some speed building just in general, because I do want to add that little area back in that far farm. And then at some point I would like to work on like the windmill and stuff like that, and the barn and the storage building and the mine and the factory, like all these things that we're working on. So we'll see what we decide to do next episode. Also, this episode is a world download since we are hitting year 4. So, of course, the link will be down in the description for that. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I know it was kind of miscellaneous work, but that's how it goes. So, I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.